Hello. Today, I would like to present a very brief overview of program of people who were born on October 31st leap years or November 1st of common years. All information is selectively taken from the catalog of human population. It's not the process itself that's important for this person, but rather the outcome. The result, and the positive one, is important. Once having started a business of any type, this lady always strives to reach the limit, the apogee, the highest point. This especially concerns her own development of personal qualities, skills, and knowledge. To say it another way, she always gets the maximum manifestation of her abilities, capabilities, and talents. And if she selects a certain path in life, she will bring her professionalism to perfection. And she will do it in any case, in spite of everybody, no matter what. If this person sets a target for herself, determines a certain task, from that moment she starts following the principle. I'd rather die doing it. At least because she's doing it for herself. She will do anything to be able to say at the end that she reached the top. And it's true. If this lady says she is knowledgeable in a certain area, you should expect her to know more than anybody on the subject. If she says she learned how to do something, it means she's doing it better than anybody else. She feels that if someone is to master something, they should have to master it perfectly. If they were to know something, the knowledge would have to be complete and absolutely thorough. If they were to reach the heights, for example, social heights, then it would have to be the very top. For example, if this lady is an athlete, she will be struggling only for the first place, while the second and third would simply not exist for her at all. She uses the foregoing principle, the principle of completeness, maximum, perfection, as the criteria to evaluate her own parameters. She thinks that if she was to become somebody, it would be someone perfect, with exceptional qualities. Of course, this principle applies not only to her professional activity, but also to her personal relationships. For example, in love, in a relationship with a man, it is essential to bring everything together, to become perfect soulmates, so to speak, to strive for harmony to prevail, while everything else is half-measured, unnecessary compromises that she simply is not accepting. But this lady is not a dreamer. Although it seems so at first, she's not one of those dreamers who sets the standard very high and sit passively letting the grass grow under her feet. On the contrary, she knows quite well, realizes that no one would do anything for her. That if she is really looking to get what she wants, she has to work hard and make every effort on her own. And she's ready to do it. Possibly people like this lady later transform into great individuals who once set a goal for themselves to become educated people. And so does this lady. If needed, she can drop everything and everybody in order to become an educated individual and leave the village where she was lucky to be born. She will walk to the city to study at the university. She has so much persistency, heart, and commitment. Let alone this lady does not do anything in the rough, unelegantly, country-like style. It does not appeal to her to look poor, battered, tacky like a village person whose life's motto is to love makes a cottage a castle. Country life, with all its attributes, coarse and simplistic lifestyle, feeling of being a scarecrow, a Humpty Dumpty, does not attract her, to put it mildly. To live in a hut, walk 7 miles to get water, sleep on a ripped mattress, to eat from a tin plate with a wooden spoon, to wear glass beads instead of a diamond, wear a faded dress, rain boots, and cotton felt instead of sabots? Be covered in mud, living in some barn of a suburban villa with all the amenities? Enjoy the sound of a harmonica instead of a piano or orchestra? No, this does not attract her at all. Or, to say it more precisely, she cannot stand it. She does not enjoy life when the bathroom is outside and she has to go there in any weather conditions with a newspaper instead of toilet paper and with a shovel to clean her way during the winter. Even if there is beautiful orchid blooming right next to this bathroom, which is nothing more but a hole in the ground. And this is despite the fact that to achieve a significant goal, she could suffer even harsher, more severe conditions. Thus, even if she was born in a village, she would not make herself stay there to live an aimless life in solitude. No, this lady will certainly strive to move to the city, even a small one, if there is no opportunity to go right to the capital. She just does not understand the saying, be simpler and people will join you. But thanks to her ability to work, to study, to have a clear goal and persistently achieve it, using stalwart will, there is nothing impossible for this lady. There is only one problem. What should she select? This lady is very self-sufficient when choosing an occupation that she will later dedicate her life to. Such people are said to be walking by themselves, especially when she's young. She prefers not to listen to anyone, and thus can stupidly select the most extreme occupation, making everybody's hair stand. For example, in opposition to lies and ugliness she sees every day in the society, she might decide to stand against it. This could also include a totally wild, kind of piggish opposition, when she would become a punk or join some strange society, something like fans of Star Wars or something. Indeed, she will not get rattled. She will not be stopped by some aspects of the rules that, like in the case of a punk movement, sometimes dictate to walk around with green hairdo, pierce every part of your body, wear dirty clothing. Those societies might also include an ultra rightist organization, like skinheads, rappers, bikers, anything else of that kind. But the idea would be the same. While looking for mentors for a doctrine that would show her the way, while looking for ways to express herself, she could be carried away by absolutely wild things. It could also be dangerous for her because after selecting a certain direction, she could become seriously fascinated for a long time.